There's really no better way to end a season of a show than with a belting finale that's red hot enough to set the office water cooler temperature to boiling as workmates worldwide theorize about what the hell happened the night before. But for a finale to tick all the right boxes, with revelations, dramatic explosions, and a character death chucked in for good measure, the preceding season needs to be strong. It's all about the build-up. As such, I'm Ben from What Culture, and here are the 10 most awesome season finales of all time. Spoilers. Number 10. Dallas, A House Divided, Season 3. Before the screen turned black and 2 shots rang out, the notion of the season cliffhanger was unknown. But landmark Dallas episode, A House Divided, changed all that. The episode started with the lovely Ewing family coming to realize that Larry Hagman's shark-grinning tycoon had swindled them, and the end result was an anonymous assailant taking him down. He pours himself a drink, he hears a knock. He takes 2 in the gut. Shocking stuff. And thus began an 8-month hiatus for the show that whipped audiences worldwide into a frenzy, a bona fide phenomenon that will never get bored of seeing repeated. Number 9, 24, Day 1, 11 p.m. to 12 a.m., Season 1. The longest day of Jack Bauer's life came to a screeching close in this adrenaline-fueled episode. The season itself was, and still is, viewed as a pure popcorn success, and this final episode is a culmination of everything that's great about it. The dastardly Drazen brothers awaiting the arrival of a grief-stricken Jack, still under the impression that they sent his daughter to a watery grave, only to be blindsided by way of a van battering ram. Battering van. There are gunfights, double crosses, fake deaths, and, in a brutal twist, one demise that's achingly real. The best episode of the show, without hesitation. Number 8. Twin Peaks Episode 7, Season 1. In 8 episodes, David Lynch set out to do one thing: create a woman-in-peril murder mystery turned on its head. Mission accomplished. In this finale, like all preceding episodes, it was given a nondescript title before later being billed as The Last Evening. We see arson at the mill, Leland extracting revenge on the man who he believes to have killed his daughter, and every loose end being tied up, only this time in a complex knot that not even a Boy Scout could untangle. Scouts reference, way! I went there. Ever the lover of classic cinema and the darker undertones of suburbia, Lynch apes the TV serial and the whodunit with Episode 7's parting shot, where Agent Cooper answers a knock at the hotel door to an uncertain fate. Mind-bending. Number 7. Star Trek The Next Generation, The Best of Both Worlds, Season 3. If the original series is cited as a true trailblazer, its successor is the one that hurtled headlong into said wormhole, delivering everything that its predecessor did, along with zaps of action, involved storylines, and some added William Riker for good measure. Season 3's The Best of Both Worlds has a superb build-up, with those bloody Borgs causing mischief with a plan to attack Earth, ending in a genuinely scary finale and a cliffhanger closing moment. As closing moments go, that extreme close-up on Riker as he utters, "Mr. Worf, fire," is difficult to top. Number 6. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Becoming, Season 2. Separated into 2 parts, Becoming is the culmination of 2 seasons worth of great work from creator Joss Whedon and his cast. But where do you start with what is essentially one of the best fantasy finales of all time? There's Angel and those trips through his past, all the way to a Buffy versus Angel standoff with one heck of a punch to the stomach. Buffy and Angel share a kiss before the ultimate sacrifice is made. Critics and fans alike went wild for this one, and overall, Becoming formed a springboard for the show to leap forwards into brighter, better, and geekier things. Number 5. The X-Files, Requiem, Season 7. Even creator Chris Carter wasn't sure if this would be the last ever episode of his long-running sci-fi show, so much so that he ensured this, the best X-Files finale of all time, would have an air of finality around it. And what an episode. There's the drawing to a close of the series' main arc, Mulder and Scully getting cozy, the lone gunman briefly taking center stage, and, like all good season closers, not 1, not 2, but 3 major stings in the tail as Mulder bids adios to planet Earth, Krycek deals out some rough justice on the cigarette-smoking man, and Scully drops a late bombshell. The show would carry on for 2 more full seasons, but it would never again reach the heights that Requiem did. Number 4. The Wire, Final Grades, Season 4. After blowing the lid off the police, seaport, and street game system in this show's first 3 seasons, creator David Simon chose the 4th chapter in his urban odyssey to cast an eye over Baltimore's school network. Final Grades is a culmination of his best efforts, introducing us to Marlowe as he stamps his authority over the streets in the wake of the Barksdale Empire crumbling. As the episode draws to an end, former pit dweller Bodhi refuses to kneel at Marlowe's throne and stages a futile standoff against hired guns. A sad end for a character we all thought was turning a corner. Number 3. Breaking Bad Bad, Face Off, Season 4. Part tongue-in-cheek piece of foreshadowing, part a reference to Walter White's final tussle with Kingpin Gus, Face Off is so much more than a clever title. It's the best episode of Breaking Bad ever. On one level, it's an exercise in tying up loose ends, sending Walter on his career trajectory to head honcho in the meth game, where his intricate planning with wily wheelchair warrior Hector sees him pulling off an explosive coup. Even Gus's face when he realizes that his number is well and truly up is a picture, but it's his last walk out of Hector's room that's the real shocker. The show would go on to achieve that rarest of things, a strong series finale, but this was Breaking Bad at its baddest and its best and its breakingest. Yeah. Number 2, The Sopranos, Funhouse, Season 2. There was never a dull moment for Tony Soprano throughout the show's second season, where he faced problems not only within the business, but ones closer to home too. The icy heart of this run of episodes, however, was Tony growing mistrustful of his ally, Big Pussy Bon Pensiero. After succumbing to a nasty bout of food poisoning, Tony slips into a dream state, culminating in an epiphany he never wanted to have. An admission from his trusted friend, in the guise of a dead talking fish, that he is, in fact, a rat. Cue a fateful boat trip. All of this comes to a head in dramatic fashion, where the extent of Tony's ruthlessness is laid bare. God, that fish was a dick. I suppose you could call it a food poisoning induced fever dream talking fish for whackers. Hashtag food poisoning induced fever dream talking fish for whackers. Number 1, Lost, Through the Looking Glass, Season 3. For a show that boasts one of the most hackle-raising series finales of all time, Lost also boasts some of the best season closers in TV history. From Locke banging on the hatch all the way to revelations at the temple, the show became famed for leaving viewers on the edge of their seats year in, year out. Best of all, though, was Season 3's Through the Looking Glass, which, as the bookends to a slower-paced run of episodes, features some of the show's most energetic and poignant moments. Viewers will probably cite Charlie's watery demise as a landmark, but it's thrilling moments like when the others go head-to-head with the survivors that stick in the mind, as well as the unforgettable flip reversal on the show's flashback formula. Quite simply, television at its best. And that's our list. Are there any other excellent finales we left off? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can even follow me here on Twitter if you fancy. I'm Ben from What Culture, and thanks for watching.